I will not touch my nose. I will not touch my nose. I will not apologize for crinkling, but I will try not to crinkle. I will not touch my nose. I will not point the camera at the ceiling. I will not touch my nose. Oh, hello. I was just doing my Flosstube affirmations. How's everyone doing? Welcome back. I'm Wendy. This is a Stitch in the Matrix, a Flosstube channel about cross stitch, and maybe some other random crafts that I might get into. My name is Wendy. My pronouns are she, her, and you can find me on Instagram at Wendy Merganser. Today is Saturday, September 28th, 2024, and yes, I did have to look at a piece of paper to remember what day it was. So, welcome if you're new. So glad you're here, and welcome back to any returning viewers. I'm so excited you came back. This has been a lot of fun filming these videos, so I'm really excited to be back here. I had no idea it was going to be this much fun. I have some thank yous. Sorry, I have copious notes, or I will forget something important. So I have a whole bunch of thank yous from Flosstubers who shouted me out. Thank you very much. Criminally Creative, Jill at Stitch and Books, Kansas City Stitcher, Covered in Floss, which is an awesome channel name. Congratulations. And Annie, XO, Needle in the Hay, XO. Annie, I'm such a fan, and I didn't realize I hadn't actually subscribed to you. And I was like, why doesn't she have any more videos? Well, it's because I didn't subscribe yet. So I will rectify that. I love your videos. Annie is so enthusiastic and fun. I really enjoy spending time with her. So thank you so much. So before I forget, because I'm very forgetful, I want to do the giveaway real quick. If you watched last time, we had a giveaway for two $25 gift certificates to Mrs. Azfamilyzoo's Etsy shop. And a whole bunch of you commented with the word Rosie to enter the giveaway. And so, okay, you guys are going to laugh at me. I did the video of the random comment picker, kind of like Pam and Steph do, and I took a video of it, you know, for, I don't know, in case some lawyer banged on my door. But I can't edit my videos, so I took the screenshots of the winners and I printed them out. So we're going to do it old school, people. Okay, so I pulled two random comments, and if I call your name here, I'm not going to comment on your comment, worried about, you know, trolls and stuff. So I will, in the show notes below, in the description box, I'm going to put your name there and just say, please contact me. Or if you watch this video, just contact me at, my email is matrixstitcher@gmail.com. And of course you can message me on Instagram. So just please give me your email address. And then I can put you in touch with Allison to get your gift certificate. So winner number one. I'm such a dork printing it out. Okay, the Pajama Stitcher, congratulations. And then winner number two. I'm trying not to flap the paper in front of my little microphone. Stitchy Noir, congratulations. So again, both of you get in touch with me in the many ways you can get in touch with me, and we will get you in touch with Allison at Mrs. Azfamilyzoo. Anyone else who wants to check her out, she is at Mrs._Azfamilyzoo on Etsy, at Azfamilyzoo on Instagram, and www.azfamilyzoo.com. If you don't want to buy anything from the shop, but you'd like to make a donation to help with the animal sanctuary, there is a donation button on Allison's website. And just keep in mind, it's not tax deductible or anything, but it goes to a wonderful cause to help out some adorable animals. Okay, and other news. So we've talked about for a few episodes now, and the time is coming for the hashtag YouQuackMeUpSal. If you want to stitch on any pattern with a duck, swan, waterbird kind of pattern. My friend LG had this brilliant idea of doing the stitch along. So we're going to start October 1st. And LG has been very kind and offered to set up a Zoom call so we can all stitch together on our ducks. So if you're interested, it's going to be Saturday, October 5th. So next Saturday, if you're watching today, which that doesn't help, Saturday, October 5th. It's going to be, here we go with time zones, 10 a.m. Mountain Time, 12 noon Eastern Standard Time, 5 p.m. in the United Kingdom, and 7 p.m. Finland. So any of those time zones. I Googled daylight savings time in Europe because I know you guys are off from the U.S. now, different times. It looks like daylight savings time in Europe does not end until October 27th. It ends on 11/3 here in the States. I tried to figure out Australia. I didn't realize, I'm so dumb. I know you guys are the opposite in terms of seasons, but I didn't realize, of course, your daylight savings time is different. So yours is October to April. So I got really confused. I think if you just Google, you know, what time is it here and here at the same time, I think it's going to be about 2 a.m. in Australia. So if you're in Australia and either you work nights or you have insomnia, then please feel free to join us. And of course, that goes for any other country, not just the ones I mentioned. And it's going to go on for about, I think 2 hours or so. So don't feel like you have to be there right on time. It's not class or anything. We won't mark you tardy. So if you can't come until an hour into it, just log on and join us. So if you want to join, I don't want to just put the Zoom link here where any troll wandering by can click on it. So if you're interested, get in touch with me. My contact stuff is below, but again, it's matrixstitcher@gmail.com or Wendy Merganser on Instagram. Just message me and ask for the Zoom link and I will share it with you. Just know that I may not answer you right away. I'm not the best at checking messages every hour or whatever, but I will definitely go through all my messages over and over again before Saturday. So I will get in touch with you somehow with the link. If you haven't heard from me and you're getting nervous because you want to join or you need to plan your weekend, just message me again. So everyone is welcome who wants to stitch ducks with us. It should be really fun. I'm really excited to see people in person. Okay, speaking of daylight savings time, so I had a brilliant idea. If you're like me and you're not a morning person, you probably hate the time changes, right? So, I lost my place in my notes. Okay, take 2. So, if you hate the time changes, here's what I'm doing. My employer just recently was kind enough to give us a wellness day. So it's an extra day off that's for like, self-care or health reasons if you need a break and want to do something healthy. Well, what's healthier than sleeping in, right? So I'm going to take off the day after daylight savings, which is like Monday November 4th, Monday the 4th. So if you also hate the changing of the time zones or daylight savings time ending, take the day off work. Now I don't know what to do about Tuesday. I mean, that doesn't really fix anything, but I've figured out a plan for Monday. So this is a team effort, people. Someone else figure out what to do about Tuesday and Wednesday. Okay. All right, you guys want to look at some stitching since we're 9 minutes into this and haven't shown you anything? Stitching stuff. I have a SAF, which is a start and a finish. And I was going to iron it, but it literally took me like 4 hours to get prepared today. And I was like, if I do one more thing, I won't get this filmed. Okay, so I finished. This is the pattern by Allison at Azfamilyzoo. She was kind enough to gift me this pattern, which is Happy Hedgy Ween. And that's what it looks like. And, oh, look at the little hedgehogs. I didn't even notice that before. So I stitched this up. Oh, wait, one moment. I need my little backing thing. Okay, here we go. We have to be professional here. Okay. I finished it. Look how cute that is. So I did mine a little smaller. I think this is 18 count. And it's like a remnant from a Fortnite Fabrics fabric. And really, I use up every scrap of Fortnite Fabrics stuff because you can't get it anymore. Look at it. Look at his little face. It's so cute. This was really fun to stitch. And if I hadn't been constantly interrupted, I could have finished this in one day, but it actually took me 4 days because I kept getting interrupted with things. But just know, it's a very fast pattern to stitch. And I think I'm going to turn it into a little pillow. I think it'll be a super cute little pillow, which I was also going to do before I filmed today, but life is lifing again. So there's that one. All right, what else did I work on? So I worked on, here's one. This one, I was watching a live stream, and so I needed something to stitch on, what do you call it, fill in. So this is, I don't think, every time I've been showing this, I don't think I've shown, it's because I don't have it. I was going to show you what it's supposed to look like, but, it's right here. See, I'm so organized. Okay, Merry Beard Season by Lindy Stitches. That's what it's going to look like. I didn't get much done, but I'm supposed to show you everything I stitch, right? Those are the rules. Let me get my extra floss out of the way here. Okay, this is, so I'm just filling in. So I got this little section done here. And I changed the words, if you can't read it here, it says Santa is for everyone. He is so cute. I can't wait to finish him. It's actually fun doing the fill-in. I didn't think I would like it, but it's kind of fun to just not have to pay attention to what I'm doing. The fabric it's on is Vesper, picture this plus, 28 count, Cassia linen. And then, I guess I should show it again. I did do the swirly bits here are etoile. It's actually white etoile, but the white, because of the metallic stuff in it, looks kind of gray. So it's coming out cute. So there's that. All right, and then for the first time I remembered you're supposed to stitch a scary pattern on when it's a Friday the 13th. So I remembered this month or last month or whenever it was. Was it this month? Yes, it was September. Okay. So I worked on, from this pattern again, the Evil Dead 2 pattern, and I noticed this isn't the clearest picture, so I'll show you one moment. This is what it's going to look like from, of course, the iconic movie poster of Evil Dead 2. And I stitched a forehead, which sounds kind of weird. Get my little backing thing. Okay. So I filled in all this stuff in his forehead there. I assume it's a guy. It could be a girl. I don't know. It's hard to tell when they don't have a face anymore. You like my little matching needle minder too? So there it is. This is actually kind of fun to stitch on, although I will say, if any of you have bought the book, you already noticed that it's not the easiest pattern to read, and I'm wondering if I can show, without showing, if I can show you it without showing it. One moment. Let's see. Yeah, I could show you the blank part of the pattern, but see, it's like this. So there's no, you notice, there's no grid lines. So all I did was I made my working copy, and then I just took a ruler and a red pen and made red, 10 by 10 grid lines. So it only took a few minutes, and that worked out really good so I can see, because it is kind of hard to read that pattern. Another tip, if you want some enabling, I know a lot of folks use like Pattern Keeper and stuff, and I do, but not for smaller patterns, just because I'm on screens all day at work. I don't want to use computery stuff, so I kind of avoid using my tablet. So I like the old school way of coloring in the squares as you go so you can see where you've been. But I'm also, my husband says I'm reckless and clumsy, so having highlighters around stitching fabric is not wise. So I've discovered colored pencils. So if you want a little bit of enabling, this is what I use. Yeah, because the colored pencils that are like, you know, wooden pencils, I've never gotten them sharp enough, or they break real easy. It's just a nightmare. And so I found these are mechanical colored pencils. These are Pilot Color Eno. I don't know what that means. But they're easy to find. You can get them, you know, all over the place. Amazon, probably Target, Walmart. If you want to not buy from places like Amazon, which I understand, I bought these from, it's called the Kawaii Pen Shop. I'll put a link below. Kawaii is the Japanese word for cute. And you've probably seen ads for them. They advertise a lot. They sell just stationery supplies, but it's all really cutesy stuff. And they're, you know, I never know, like, especially like on an Instagram ad, is it safe to click here and buy from it? So I'll tell you, they're real and they send you stuff. And I think they must have, it's a Japanese shop, but I think they must have like a warehouse in the US because it comes really fast and the return address is somewhere in the US. So the other cool thing about these is they're refillable. Look at these adorable, these are the refill cases. Aren't they cute? And what do they look like to you, right? Needle cases. So when you're done and these are empty, you can put your needles in them. So like they have the little opening here, and then, you know, if I tilt them out, they'll go all over the floor. But I mean, you could easily keep all your needles in these. So, and then you're not like I hate buying plastic stuff and throwing it away. So these you can use forever. Just keep refilling the lead, or it's not lead. I don't know what it is, but you know, it's pencil stuff. So these are what I used to color in, and because they're all different colors, I can also kind of see where I'm going. I don't know, it helps me see, especially on really tiny patterns. So that's my enabling tip of the week. And that Kawaii Pen Shop, every once in a while they'll do a thing like, if you spend this much money, you get a free gift, and it's like they tell you what the free gift is, so it's usually like an assortment of stuff to entice you to buy more. So you get like a pen and what did I get when I got a pen and like a notepad, and actually it was multiple pens, erasers. They have really cute stuff. So if you like shopping, check them out. Okay, next project that I worked on. Sorry for that digression. I did go back. I was so excited for Ginger Observer that I worked on him some more. This is a Riolis kit. And if you tuned in last time, you'll remember that I was being very irresponsible and wanting to get to the kitty cat and wanting to skip ahead. And so for some reason, I decided I needed to be mature and stitch properly, but I actually gave myself permission to stitch the cat's ear. And then as soon as I gave myself permission, I didn't feel the need to do it anymore. So I got a lot of the shelf done. So this is that shelf right above the kitty cat, and you can kind of see the books coming into shape. They won't look like anything until I do the back stitching there, but I did do a little bit of his ear. It's coming in. That was so much fun. So here's the picture, and here's where I got to. If I can figure out how to put one in front of the other. There we go. So I skipped that top shelf so that it'll fit into an 8x10 frame. And then I didn't know what to do. See up here, if I move this out of the way, this is where the books start on the other shelf because it's kind of at a slant. So I guess I'm going to leave it blank for now until I know for sure if I need to stitch the stuff at the top to fill in the frame. And then if not, I might just go right across with the gray of the shelf part. I don't know. But it's fun. This one is so cute. And I'm using all the kit stuff. I'm not changing anything except for cutting part of it off. Here, look at him again. He's so cute. I love this cat. And I mean, look at the effect of like looking through the water and how he's distorted through the glass. I mean, that's excellent artwork there, I must say. Okay. And then last but not least, if I can reach my stuff, I put it too far away. Okay, I'm very behind on this Sal, but it is so much fun. This is the Monster House Sal by Satsuma Street, and I should say Sal is stitch along if you're new at stitching. This is the completed, what it's going to look like. And a lot of folks have finished it already. This is so adorable. So I was really excited to see the moon because I really love a haunted house with a moon behind it. That's like my jam. And so I was like, oh, I hope there's a moon. And there is. I might have to change my moon, the colors a little bit, because I have, I'll show you the fabric in a minute, but it's like a yellowish greenish fabric. So whatever will, sorry, an alarm went off on my phone. I forgot to turn those off. Does anyone else forget to do stuff all the time and set like a million alarms on your phone and then get mad when they go off? Is that just me? Okay, so I might have to change the colors of the moon so that it contrasts with the fabric. I was kind of thinking I could take like one of these teals or light blues and just do one stitch, like an outline around like one side of the moon. So I'll have to see when I get there. And someone else, because I'm in the Facebook group that shared all the pictures, someone else put a bunch of bats in the sky right here, and it looked really cool. So there it is. So I'll show you how far I got. I can't stop working on this. It's so much fun. I was up like way too late last night because I couldn't stop. So I finished part 1. So there's part 1 with my little guy and his cocktails. And then I'm most of the way through. This is part 2 with the wolf man. There'll be a dude holding his head right here, which I can relate to. Don't drop your head. And this part here was so fun. I had no idea. See the purple bricks? I didn't even notice that till I started stitching it, that there's purple bricks here. Who knew? Stitching purple bricks could be so much fun. And that dark purple color is just like the best color in the world. It was so satisfying to stitch that in. So I'm kind of sad there's like another section like this on the other side, but that's it. Like I want to stitch a giant purple house now. So if anyone knows of any houses that are just all brick that I can turn into a purple house, that's what I want to stitch now. So cute. Oh, I'm supposed to tell you the fabric is Eye of Newt by Bestitch Me. It's 32 count linen. And I love this fabric. Everything is just coming out so cute on it. And I want you to know I stitched the wolf guy. I made my poor husband watch, what's it called? An American Werewolf in London, which when I watched it when it came out in the 90s, I thought was a really good movie. And then we watched it and it was not a good movie. Not a good movie at all. But I made him watch the whole thing. So if you like bad movies, go watch it. I mean, it was entertaining. It wasn't terrible, but it wasn't what I remembered. Is that my glitch in the Matrix? Like, you ever like completely misremember what a movie was like? That's not what I remembered at all. Although the music was pretty good. All right, I've covered up my notes. One moment here while I rearrange myself, because I had a system and then I didn't use my system. And now I can't find my notes. Here they are. Okay, I found them. All right, what was I supposed to talk about next? Oh, I appear to have, the next segment is revenge patterns. Are y'all ready for more patterns? Okay, we have quite a bit today. Let me just move this thing closer. Okay, there we go. All right. Tried to put them in order and failed miserably. Okay. First of all, I have an online, not an online, what do you call it? A digital subscription to Just Cross Stitch magazine, which if you haven't done that, it's very inexpensive. And so you can get, they give you the last 2 years of issues all electronically. And then of course they keep downloading the newest issues into your account, like you log in. And so then you can download the whole magazine. So it's very inexpensive, especially compared to the print version, but the only downside, of course, is you have to print stuff out if you want, or use it right on your device. And so I keep forgetting, because you know me, I don't like to be on devices when I'm not at work. And I was behind by like 3 or 4 issues. So the other night I went and looked at them all. And there's some really good patterns in there. So I thought I would show you what I printed out. This is from the autumn issue. So not the Halloween special, but this is the autumn issue. This is by Elizabeth Spurlock of Saving Grace's Fine Needle Arts. It's called Pumpkin Patch Pals. Look at the kitty cats. I especially like the look on this guy's face. Look how cute that is. And then I didn't even notice till I was getting ready for the video today. Look at the pumpkin faces. I saw this guy here. I just couldn't stop laughing. These are cute pumpkins. And that's a nice small one. What size is this? 41 high by 80 wide. So that's a real quick stitch. This is from, let's look at spring and summer patterns. This is from spring 2024. Look at the bunny. Look at the bunny. And yes, I'm one of those, now I forgot his name, Peter Rabbit. I love Peter Rabbit stuff. And she's not Peter Rabbit, but she reminds me of that style. Just love her. Let's see what the name of the pattern is. It's called Gathering. Or there's another page and it's just called Gathering by, I apologize. If you speak French, I'm going to butcher this and I apologize. Le Petit Croix de Lucie. Did I say that right? What's the size? 118 by 94. So this also isn't that huge. I'll show you her again. Look at her little feet. She's really cute. And then this one I got very excited about. This is from the summer 2024 issue. It's called Water Lilies by Elizabeth Spurlock. Again, Elizabeth Spurlock, you are hitting them out of the park with your pattern designing. Look at this. I try to get in close. This is so pretty. And you know I love koi fish. And you know, because it's organic and it's water lilies, you probably could turn it this way, like if you want to hang it on your wall a certain direction, and then you would just change the shadows under the fish and stuff. Or could you turn it this way? I think you could. But it's so pretty. And you could like do all kinds of cool stuff with the water, like fabric that looks like the water. Oh, I want to start this right now. This is my problem. And another one that you guys have seen a lot, I think Brenda from Handwork Maniac is stitching on this, and she's the reason I really wanted this pattern. This is from the August 2023 issue. You can also just buy this pattern by counting puddles, right? Yes. Sweet Summertime. I've been wanting counting puddles patterns for a while, and I finally got a bunch of them because I couldn't stand it anymore. So here it is. Here it is in September, and I'm showing you summer patterns. But I just love the texture she creates with the backstitch over the other stitching. I mean, it looks so cool. So we'll take a pause, just a pause. I still have more revenge patterns, but I did buy a bunch of fabric for this one. So, because I can't decide, but I wanted to do like, I thought it would be cool to do like a really dark, like a teal behind there. And then I couldn't decide, but these pieces are small enough. This is Azure by, it just says Blue Lugana. I don't know who it's from. Let's see, do you think that would look good? Or I got Mystic by Picture This Plus, and I got it in both. This is an Ada. This is 16 count Ada. The other one was 32 count something. So this is also Mystic, but it's a Lugana, because you know the fabrics dye differently. So I thought it would be, see, this is the same color but two different fabrics, that fascinates me. You buy the same dyeing, but it's, since you know the fabric takes the dye differently. So I guess I could open these up. Would you like me to open them up? They are a little bit, now you're seeing stuff through it, but there's my face through it. But they're just like slightly modeled. So if you have strong opinions, feel free to ring in on which fabric you think. But I want to start that one. I say that all the time. Do I ever do anything I say I'm going to do? No. Okay, more. So then, all right, I got these out of order somehow because I have another Counting Puddles pattern somewhere here, but I bought this one. Berry Good Day. Look at the little bear. And this is a really small pattern, like quick to stitch up. Like it's literally, it's on the back of this. So it's really small, easy to, I don't know, easy to read. Is that what I say? There you go. Look at his little face. I had another Counting Puddles pattern, the one that I was most excited about. It'll come up. It's in this pile here. It'll come up. Okay, so back to revenge patterns. First of all, I want you to know, I can stop buying these magazines anytime, but I needed to buy like just 1 or 2 or 3 more. So, but then I can stop. So this is Cross Stitcher magazine because I love these British cross stitch magazines. So I had to buy, why did I get these? Oh, because there's a series. I think I'm not prepared here, but there's a series of 4. So here's one. These are by Emma Congdon. Can you see me? So here's one season, and I had to have the other 3 because they're so cute. But also, then I was looking through these magazines. I just want to show you some patterns from this one. So this is I should tell you which issue this is. One moment. This is issue 410, summer 2024. This is so unique. Look at these. I'm not really into ballerinas, but look how they used the thread to do her skirt. I mean, that's really cool. I just love stuff like that. It's like, I don't know, it's innovative. And another reason I wanted this, I think this is why I bought this issue. I can't show it to you without showing the pattern. Wait, hold on. Okay, I'll put this here over the pattern. This was like, they're free. I had to buy 2 issues to get. Can you see this little tiny? It's like a harbor with ships, and then they give you the pattern to make it into a little bag. So I had 1 issue, and then I wanted the other one. And then this is the May 2024 issue 408, because I'm addicted to orange cats. Look at this one. Oh, I didn't tell you who the ballerina was by. I'm sorry. One moment. Did I lose the page? The ballerina is by Maria Diaz. Oh, she does a lot of cool patterns. I think this one is also by her. Oh, no, this one's by Amanda Butler. There's another, Maria Diaz. This is by Amanda Butler. And see the depth here? Like, look, you got the big roses in front, and then it goes all the way back to the window roses that are really tiny. I just think that's so cool. The little birdies at the top and the little orange cat. I want to stitch this one too. I need to retire immediately. So that one's in the May 2024 issue. And so, you know, I didn't discover, I think I already knew. You can get this magazine as well, obviously online, like digital edition. So if you see patterns that you desperately must have and you can't find it on eBay, just you can at least get it on digital download. Because I actually, if you go to their website, crossstitchermag.com, they have like a back issues section, and either they have print ones still available that you can buy, or they also offer the digital edition. I had this one out for a reason. I thought. I always hate when other people, when I watch Flosstube and people are like looking down and I'm like, show me it. Let me see what you're doing. And now I'm doing it. I'm sorry. I can't remember why I had this issue out. Oh, here's another, this is, okay, October 2023. This is one of the seasons. So there's that guy. And then let's see if I have the others. Yep, I have, here's the bunny. And then there's one more. It's got like an owl or something on it. I might not be able to find that one. Oh, here's a bigger picture of that bag I just showed you. I'm being completely chaotic. I apologize. I just get so excited over these magazines. This one has, okay, this is going to be really small, and I have to cover up the pattern, but I'll show you the owl. Okay, here we go. See the owl one? I know you want that one too, right? Look how cool that is. And so does it say which issue that one's in? I'm not being helpful. If you really want to know which issue the owl is in, just let me know. I'll figure it out. It's in one of these magazines here. Okay, let's look at some more other patterns. I had them and then, okay. All right, good Lord. Okay. From Autumn Lane Stitchery, who like really knows Halloween patterns. This is called Dance Party. I'll show it here so you can see the name. Look at the jack-o'-lanterns hanging from the tree. And the best thing about their patterns, well, not the best thing, their patterns are awesome, but also they're always so that you pick the fabric, and that really changes the whole look of the piece, because depending on what color fabric you pick, all this, the sky and everything is unstitched. So it can really change the piece up a lot. That's genius. I love it. Okay, this is by the Drawn Thread. Little Bits of Halloween. All right, these are sliding all over the place. Okay. I love this one. I'm going to try to get in closer. See the little skeleton guy in the pumpkin? Cute. And then there's this here. And so they have it so you can have it go different directions. I've been wanting to do a drawn thread pattern for so long. I have some, but have I stitched them? No. No, I have not. This is from either 1 or 2 years ago. Kathy Barrick's Come On In. Love this one. It says, come on in, take off your skin, and dance around in your bones. I love this one. Why do I say that? I love them all. That's why I have them. I hate this one. Okay, this is by Primrose Cottage Stitches, The Witch Next Door. And I love that her laundry is hanging on the line. And you can see the stuff in the windows there. So cute. And an oldie but goodie. This is a Birds of a Feather pattern. I got this very easily, so I think it's still in print. I know a lot of them are not in print. Oh, if you have not seen Colorado Cross Stitcher's latest floss tube, Sheri has some huge news about collaborating to release old Birds of a Feather patterns. So these are very sought after and everybody wants them, so you may be able to get them. But this is one that I think you can get. I think I got this on 1-2-3 Stitch. It's called Remember Me. I love this so much. I love the skeleton guy with all the snakes and rats around him. And I can't read that backwards. So it says, when I am dead and buried and all my bones are rotten, when this you see, remember me, lest I should be forgotten. That's so cool. Love it. And, oh, this one's so good. This is Halloween Hijinks by Carolyn Manning. This is so amazing. Look, I love how, you know, some of the little squares connect. I like this one here, the one that goes up and down. This is so cool. The candy corns and ghosties around the border. I mean, this is so much fun. One day I will have time to stitch all of these. Okay, now this one, everyone in the world has seen. But I got this out as an excuse to read you a poem. I lost my papers again. Technical difficulties again. Okay. The pattern I'm talking about is Halloween at Hawk Run Hollow, which you all know. And the wonderful Pam at Just Keep Stitching, who is a retired librarian, and librarians are some of our greatest heroes. Thank you for your service, Pam. She realized that this is actually the poem that's in Halloween at Hawk Run Hollow, because here it is. Here's the whole thing, right? So there's a poem on the whole shebang. This is only half of the poem. And so I bought the shores of Hawk Run Hollow, and I want to stitch the other half of that poem on this instead of the words that are here. So I have printed out the poem. A reading of We Do Lie Beneath the Grass by Thomas Lavelle Beddoes. We do lie beneath the grass, in the moonlight, in the shade of the yew tree. They that pass hear us not. We are afraid they would envy our delight in our graves by glowworm night. So the rest of the poem is, okay, can you get it all in frame here? Come follow us and smile as we sail to the rock in the ancient waves, where the snow falls by thousands into the sea, and the drowned and the shipwrecked have happy graves. Isn't that perfect for this one? So that's my plan. So I've already started Halloween at Hawk Run Hollow. It's somewhere in the building here. And then I bought the same fabric. I think I bought the same fabric for shores so that I can hang them together with the whole poem. So that's my plan. So thank you very much, Pam, because that's so cool. I love that. I love the rest of that poem. I love stuff about shipwrecks and stuff. Okay, I think that's it for Revenge Patterns. Hopefully you feel like buying stuff. I know I do. You guys have been terrible at showing me really cool stuff that I want to stitch on. All of you Flosstubers, quit it. My bank account cannot handle it. Okay, now, I was going to show you some older finishes. So here's some older stuff I stitched that before I did Flosstube. These are both by the Witchy Stitcher. She's the Witchy Stitcher on Etsy and Instagram, and I think she has her own. Yes, she has her own website as well. And you can find more of her patterns on her website than are on her Etsy. So definitely look both places, because there's one or two that are only on her Etsy shop. Specifically, there's one. It's called You Are My Density, because it's about the Back to the Future. And there's probably some reason it's not on her, it's only on her Etsy shop. It's not on her website. At least I couldn't find it. So you gotta look in both places. There's lots of cool stuff there. So here's two that I did. Get them out. I'm so mad at myself for not framing this already. Oh, where's my thing? Okay. Here we go. Let me arrange my backer. This is Frosted Pumpkin Cottage. And it's stitched on 40 count Murky by Picture This Plus. And I stitched it just DMC, and it's one thread over 2 stitches. I did substitute in some etoile, like some sparkly floss, on like all the animal eyes and the candles and the lanterns. And I think that's the only thing I changed. And there's my moon behind the house, which I love. And if you like this pattern, there's also, it's called Festive Frosty Pumpkin Cottage, I think. And so it's the same pattern, but all the little things have Santa hats on. It's so cute. So I'm kind of secretly hoping she does more, like a summer one or something would be adorable. But I just love this. This whole pattern was so fun to stitch. You would think because there was a lot of black that it would get boring. It was fun the whole way through. Her patterns are so good. I feel like it just came into focus. Either that or I blinked my eyes or something. See the little owl right there. And so, okay, so now that you've been looking at this, did you notice the mistake? because there's a pretty big mistake in this. And so now that you're looking, do you see the mistake? And I'll tell you, it's in the trees. And I bet you still don't see it. And that's my point, is that, because I know a lot of folks get worried about making mistakes and should I pick it out and fix it. When you have it finished and it's on display, you know, like if your mother-in-law comes over or your best friend or the, I don't know, the cable guy, they don't have the pattern to compare it to. And they're just gonna assume you did it on purpose, whatever you stitched. So as long as like you stitched a dog's head like 5 stitches away from the rest of its body, they're not gonna notice. So ever forward, just fudge and finagle. And so I'll tell you, and I had to look at it. I remembered that there was a mistake, but I couldn't remember. So it's this tree here is 1 stitch too wide. So somewhere in all of this, I messed up. And so I just shoved this whole section of the pattern over by 1 stitch and finagled it. But they're trees, so they don't have to be perfect or symmetrical because it's a tree. So there's your permission. If you make a mistake, no one's going to know. No one's going to know that it's different. It's supposed to be fun. So you don't have to rip out. I would have had to rip out the entire tree. I'm not doing that. No, thank you. Okay, and then the next one, this is a smaller pattern by her. I don't know why, but I really like hearses. Like the old, they're probably from like the, I don't know, 60s, 70s, 80s, these big, giant hearses. This one just cracked me up. Get in, loser. I love this so much. See if I wrote down what it's stitched on. I think I did. It's on 28 count, 2 commas. It's a Fortnite Fabrics. And it's just 2 threads over 1. It's stitched really fast. And then, so I love Hearse patterns. Well, then Night Spirit Studio, who also does amazing stuff, she did her own version. This is a Victorian horse-drawn hearse. So I'm going to reverse the pattern so it's going the other way, so that the other hearse, so that they're pointing at each other. And I'm going to stitch "Get in, loser" in like a gothic, like old-fashioned letters underneath it. And so I picked up the fabric too. This is another Fortnite Fabrics. I'm going to do it on this sparkly 32 count fabric. If you know of any other Hearse patterns, please let me know in the comments. I want all the Hearse patterns. Oh, I knew it would turn up. I found some more patterns to show you. Oh, it's because I think I'm supposed to be on haul now. That's why I stuck it back there. I'm not organized at all. Okay, so now we are on to haul. So I already showed you one of my Counting Puddles patterns. This is the one I've been really, really wanting. And it's called Brew Crew. And it was all this stuff here that like, that's so sparkly and cool. And it's backstitch over the regular stitching. And I mean, look at the cauldron with the skull. It's the skull and crossbones. It's so cool. This is what I get excited about with cross-stitching because, you know, in the 80s I was like, well, there's only so much you can do with cross-stitch and it's all been done. And then folks come along and do like this amazing, only an artist could come up with this. Like this is so cool that no one else thought of until now. Or at least like this, you know what I mean? Like, I just love that. And quite frankly, cross-stitch designers are artists. And so this is why I hate like artificial intelligence, AI generated stuff, because you're not going to get this from AI. You're just not. A real person has to come up with these cool things. So I love her patterns. They're so cool. Okay. What else did I get? I finally couldn't stand it anymore. You guys have been showing the Fabulous House series. And these two, this is the lighthouse and then the floating house. I couldn't stand it anymore. So I got these. I do want to stitch them all, but I kind of want to just do these by themselves and like they go together so nicely. And in case, because no one else has mentioned it, that's a horseshoe crab right there. I love horseshoe crabs. So that sold me on it. Had to have it. All right, what else did I buy? So if you watch Stitchman Darcy, he's a hilarious floss tuber. He's back. He did a recent video, which reminded me to go check out his shop, because he also designs patterns and he dyes fabric. And he's got some stuff I hadn't seen before. I don't know if it's new, but it was new to me. I bought 2 of his fabrics. This is Clockwork Orange, and this is Gray Expectations. I love his names. Here's the backs of them so you can see more of the... I won't take it out because you know it'll be very loud. But I love these. And so for the orange one, I printed this in black and white, but this is what I got the orange fabric for. And it's going to stitch really fast. That's cool, right? And then, what else did I get? This says, I became insane with long intervals of horrible sanity. This is how I feel at year end. So there's that one. And then, okay, I had to censor this pattern a little bit. If you know Darcy, he's very colorful language. I do too. I curse like a sailor, but I'm trying to be responsible here. But I love this pattern. But I did censor it. So duck this off it, you. Love this pattern. So thank you, Darcy. These are awesome. And then when I was buying my magazines that I can quit buying anytime, I found the same seller. This was an Etsy seller in South Korea, and I forgot to look up her name. I mean, if you Google those magazines, you can find them all over the place. But this particular seller also had Mirabilias, and she had an out-of-print Mirabilia. I don't get too crazy with the needing out-of-print Mirabilias, but I really liked this one. And so since she had it for a lot cheaper, I bought it. It's called Waiting for Ships. And I love how her hair kind of looks like 1920s flapper girl. So I was excited to get that one. And it'll probably take me years to get to it, but I have it now. And then, all right, I wrote down all these so I can remember the Etsy shop names. I needed some more Grime Guards because I keep starting projects. I've purchased from this Etsy shop quite a bit. She does really good Grime Guards. This is Jace Breeze, and I lost her business card, but that's the name of her shop. And the thing I love is she puts the size of the Grime Guard on the Grime Guard, so you're not like, what size is this? So I got this adorable pattern. Halloween pattern, and this is like seashells, but it's nice and neutral. More seashells, because I really want to stitch that beach rat pattern by the Artsy Housewife, I think. I want to stitch that so bad. And then I already have a project bag in this fabric, so now I have a matching Grime Guard. So that's Jace Breeze, and I'll link all these below, but she does really good Grime Guards. And I think she's in Colorado. I think I noticed that on even though I purchased from her a few times, I didn't realize. And she does sometimes, I didn't get it out, but she does ones that are patchwork sometimes, like with all of her remnants. So they're like all patchwork pieces. Those are my favorite ones. So if you're watching, please make some more of those so I can buy them. And then, I was a very bad girl this month. I bought 2 more project bags. This is actually a knitting bag, but it's perfect for giant projects. And the shop name, oh, here's their, pardon me, I had to dig out the shop name is Anonymous Mind on Etsy. And this is what I bought. I had to have poofy black cats. Look how cute that is. So this is a knitting bag, which means the bottom opens up, so it's like really wide. So when you have like a giant project, I stuck a 8x11 Q-snap in here, and it fits really nice. It fits with extra room, so you can really put a big project in here. That's that one. And then Other Flosstubers have been showing these Starry Owl Stitchery bags, and oh my gosh, these are really nice bags. So I scored one. I can't believe, usually the shop is sold out, so just keep going back or follow her on Etsy. Follow her on Instagram and you'll see when she's got new stuff up. But come on, look at this one. I love these scaredy cats. That's my favorite thing. I can't resist. Every time I see one, I can't resist it. And here's the back. Look at this fabric. And then here's the inside. I can't believe how awesome this bag is. And then there's the zipper pull is a little owl. So that's Starry Owl Stitchery. And that's why everybody keeps talking about them on other Flosstubes, because these bags are awesome. So there you go. Oh, I have one more thing for haul. If you watch the Potty Mouth Stitcher, she's an awesome Flosstuber that I started watching, and she has her own Etsy shop called The Cottage Cat. And there it is. If I cover your face up. Is it focusing? There it is. And I had to try. I'm doing this for you all. Like, I have to try these things so I can show them, right? So she has, he's amazing. And I didn't take him out of the thing yet. Floss Drops. So these are all Halloween designs. And they come with a matching little ringy-doo. And then these guys are little animals in autumn scenes. I should open these. And then these are animals in sweaters. 1 second here. Okay, I paused so I can take them out and show you some of the pictures. So these are the animals in sweaters. I'm sorry, his face. Look at his little feet. So these are great. I like how she has multiple holes, because I like keep my little ends in one hole. Now these kind of cats need sweaters because they don't have any fur. So I won't show you every single one, but that's these ones. She has tons of varieties on her shop. I exercised restraint. And so here's little fall animals. And they're nice. She must print them and then she glues them to like backing paper, I'm guessing, because they're nice and thick and sturdy. And here's the Halloween ones. So these are smaller. I like a smaller floss drop sometimes. Sorry, my fingers are in the way. Oh, that didn't help. Do you like the way that looks? Not good at showing things. Okay, here we go. Oh, there's a raven. Oh, I hadn't looked at these yet. Oh, these are cool. Look at the skeleton. So, check out Cottage Cat. I just lost the thing. What did I do? The Cottage Cat. Cottage Cat Designs on Instagram. Potty Mouth Stitcher on YouTube. So, that's all my haul. It's not all my haul, but the rest of it hasn't come yet. So I'll show you that next time. Okay, so final thoughts. I like to do a little final thought at the end. My very best friend in the whole world, she's having some health issues and it's required some surgery, etc. And the surgery went really well, but she's in a lot of pain. And she understands the pain comes with it, but it's agony. And so she was at her doctor's talking to her surgeon, and he was very proud of how the surgery went. And he got really annoyed with her when she said she was in so much pain. And it wasn't that she wanted him to magically fix it, but he kind of treated her like she was being troublesome, or he was annoyed with her for. And I know that happens to a lot of people. You're in pain of some kind, whether it's physical or emotional, mental pain. If it's not visible, if you're not actively bleeding, sometimes it feels like people don't believe you. So I just want to tell you out there, if you're in pain, if you're in mental pain, emotional pain, or physical pain, I believe you. That's all I want to say. I believe you. It's real, and you're not being unreasonable. You're not exaggerating. And I hope you feel better. So thank you all for sticking around. I'm really glad you're here. This was really fun. And keep on being awesome. I love you guys. Okay, bye.